So, markets really didn't like what they saw yesterday. Hey everyone, it's Friday morning, March 27th, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sella, here to break down yesterday's market action in just 2 minutes. Quick note before we dive in. Today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital, Asset Management Frankfurt. Learn more about our funds and strategies at amf-capital.de. Alright, let's get started. Now, US stocks sold off pretty aggressively on Thursday, and honestly, it was all about two things: geopolitics and tech. The Nasdaq Composite dropped 2.3% and officially slipped into correction territory, meaning it's now down more than 10% from its recent highs. The Standard & Poor's 500 lost 1.7%, while the Dow Jones fell about 1%. And yeah, big tech really took the hit here. Meta and YouTube came under pressure after a major legal ruling, and at the same time, semiconductor stocks sold off as concerns started to build around future demand, especially after new artificial intelligence developments from Google. Now, zooming out, the bigger story is still the Middle East. The conflict between the US, Israel, and Iran escalated again yesterday, with fresh strikes and pretty tough rhetoric from Washington. Experts are increasingly warning that this could have serious economic consequences if things continue to escalate, and you can see that directly in oil. Prices jumped again, with Brent crude holding above $102 and US crude briefly moving above 94 before pulling back slightly. So naturally, that brings recession fears back into the picture. Higher oil prices mean more pressure on consumers, and now markets are starting to question how the Federal Reserve will react to this new inflation risk. On the data front, jobless claims came in roughly in line with expectations, so nothing too dramatic there. But honestly, macro data is taking a backseat right now. This market is being driven by geopolitics, plain and simple. So yeah, a pretty rough session overall, and definitely one where risk sentiment took a clear hit. Alright, that wraps up today's Capital Markets Quickie. Join me again tomorrow morning for more market updates. See you then.